As I'm doing this, as always, actually very spontaneous. I hope I was listening again to what I just recorded, and maybe I lost some, I don't know, thread that I had in my mind. But okay, it always comes back in this or that form, because the truth is the truth as we perceive it. That's my truth. It doesn't mean it's anyone else, but this is how I perceive the whole situation. So, as what comes to my mind is the old saying "nomen est omen," like in Latin, meaning the name is a sign, you know. So I actually the whole time have the need to call Johnny Depp and Amber Heard together. You have the deep hurt that actually both of them are experiencing now again, to the final healing process. I deeply from my heart both, I hope it will be a healing process in peace, you know. I hope and I pray for them, because it's important for them as individual souls, as it is important for the collective consciousness. So both of them are deep hurt in their own personal individual way, in their childhoods, in their youth, and then meeting each other. As I said before, it is actually the final healing process, and I really pray and hope that in this process somehow they come to this conclusion, uh, that they actually I'm sure somehow must be, no matter what people are saying and writing and gold digger she's or this and that. I hope they really, when they met, they both felt equally, in a way, you know, this love, this connection. And it reminds me, people who are aware of the fact, you know, before we take life in another life, we make contracts. It's called a soul contract with a lot of things, okay, that happens um, by our karma in, let's say, this lifetime. So they met each other. Of course, everybody meets each other for a reason, but their reason is a huge one for them and for all of us. Otherwise, I wouldn't anyway make this video. It's really about healing the collective consciousness, of healing the male in the female, the Mars and the Venus. So both of them definitely have been deeply hurt, you know, and they, as I said, I guess they met, they fell in love, and um, he thought finally, you know, and she probably thought the same finally. Uh, Finally, for Amber, I would say that she looking for, you know, looking for safety, for security, in an older man, you know, more experienced man. That's I. That's how I feel. She felt, you know. Finally, she will find peace and feel the holes that we all feel when we are hurt, right? The wounds will close. And in a way, I guess Johnny Depp, from his side, felt the same, you know, to heal himself through her. But actually, they met in order, yes, to even go deeper into the deep hurting process that still was at that time, and still obviously to the trial is living in them. And it has to be healed. And I pray and I hope for both of them that they will heal. They will find. Uh, no matter this process is really, it was 10 days watching. It is deep hurting for me. You know, even as let's say healer, shamanic healer. That's how I feel. It reminds me, of course, of many of my own, um, and other people that I worked with, the hurt, the deep hurt, the abuse that has been done to us. But um, what else is important? Yeah, I think this would be it for this video. Of course, there's so much more. There's so many layers, multidimensional um, nuances to what is going on. But I think for this video, I will stop here just with a reminder. I didn't want to. I didn't open any of my angel cards or any other tools to look into it. I just really wanted to feel it, and I want you to remind, it is very important, as in these times we really, I said in some videos before, we entered some time ago really where into this phase where it is very important for us individually to connect with your higher self, with God. God is God, um, with your angel guides, with your guides. There's so many help out, and especially in there, uh, so to hear, to listen, I wanted to hear and feel from where I am standing now. So I didn't open any cards, not my angel or tarot or whatever tools I'm using. I just wanted to feel it, and that's very important. It is very important. Yes, I from time to time I still listen to some of my astrologer friends or some card readers, but less and less, as I want to totally depend on what and how I hear and feel and see. That's for now. And maybe in few days I will open cards. I don't know. I will follow the inner voice, because there's so much more important things about this matter, extremely important as many others. But right now, this is, healing. The male and female aspect is extremely important, and coming together in love, light, joy, peace, happiness, and harmony. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I hope some people. I don't rely on YouTube or whatever, as in whatever. I just wish people to hear my perspective, and like if someone has some inputs, and I wish it's not because Johnny Depp and Amber Heard are famous celebrities. In that matter, it doesn't mean anything to me, but I wish for their sake, if they could hear, for example, my video, just to help them. I really would like to help them. And I know I have a lot of experiences, with hurt and abusement, among other. Many of you maybe know, many not. Here in my corner, Croatia, we had a horrible war in the 90s, and I worked with many NGOs, especially with raped women and children, and you meet a really lot of hurt, deep hurt, and pain. And I was working even after that, and okay, so much for now. Hope it helped you in any way to see a little bit from another than this, whatever, how you call it, mainstream or this media perspective, just from a healer perspective. um, I hope you like the video. If you have some inputs, comments, I would be happy to hear, open the discussion. If you have any other suggestions also, of course. Yeah, have a nice wonderful day, week, year, month, century, millennia. Angel blessings, beloved soul, all my love.